Hi, my name is David P. Shapiro. I am a San Diego criminal defense attorney, and my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. And this video, I want to discuss with you DUI, particularly DUI with marijuana. You get a DUI for a lot of different things. It could be cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, marijuana, alcohol, a combination of all 2, 3, 7, whatever. But there's a misconception out there, particularly after Prop 64 in California legalized recreational marijuana use in 2018, that, since marijuana is legal, I could smoke some marijuana and drive around and I'll never get in trouble. Totally not true. Because whether marijuana was legal recreational use or not, you can still be charged with marijuana DUI. Similar type principles apply, right? Why did the officer have a basis to stop you? Why were you arrested? What objective symptoms, if any, did you have? What does the chemical test show? Unlike a DUI with alcohol, where there's that 0.08 or higher component to many DUIs, marijuana, at least in 2020, California, doesn't have that cutoff, where if you're above a certain level, you're definitely DUI for purpose of the law. But it's definitely something that should be taken seriously. You also want to be careful when you're driving around with marijuana in the car, particularly if you have more than an ounce, because that in and of itself could be a crime. Similar type open container laws, so you want to be careful about that. Well, what's the best thing you do? You go to a dispensary, what am I supposed to do with the marijuana that I have in my car? Put it in your trunk. Put it in your trunk. Keep it out of reach. If you're transporting it from the dispensary to your house, keep it out of your reach. And don't give consent from law enforcement to search your trunk. They need consent or a warrant in nearly every situation imaginable in a traffic stop to search your trunk. Why would you give consent? How is that accomplishing anything? Let them get a warrant. If they get a warrant, what are they going to find? Recreational marijuana. So what? You want to be careful about that. Keep it in your trunk. Same principles apply for a DUI. You get pulled over. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? How much you have to smoke? When did you smoke? When did you stop smoking? When did you eat? When did you not eat? Those questions are voluntary. They're voluntary for an alcohol DUI and they're voluntary for a marijuana DUI. Politely decline to answer those questions. Officer, here's my license and my registration. I politely decline to answer any questions. I politely decline to participate in any field sobriety test. If you get arrested on that, well, good luck to the prosecutor trying to prove it. But if you get arrested for that, then under California's implied consent law, you'll probably need to submit to a blood draw. Otherwise, they'll get a warrant and try and force your blood draw, and that could really mess up your driver's license and add to a whole mess in criminal court. But the reality is, don't give them any more than they normally wouldn't have, right? And that applies to a DUI with marijuana. That applies to a DUI with marijuana before Prop 64, after Prop 64, and probably for the immediate future in this state. So if you have any questions about marijuana DUIs or DUIs in particular, feel free to give my firm a call, 619-916-4265.